If you want, just use hooks for money. Put your spy master in the county with a lot of land. I could, but we do need a trait for that. And speaking of traits, we're very close to getting another trait. It's under stewardship? Yes. Golden obligations under stewardship. You can demand payments for hooks. And surprisingly enough, it doesn't piss people off. It's a good way of making some quick cash. However, it would require a lifestyle change, so... Oh, some of our king's land is getting raided down in Kent. Kent is holy land for Catholicism, isn't it? Yes, it is. Canterbury. Wow, these bastards are raiding Canterbury. And their troop quality is higher than ours, too. And they have way higher numbers, or else I would try to stop them. Oh, that's a blow for the faith. More raiding. Look, I'd participate, but we all know I can't. Here we go, new martial lifestyle point. Knight effectiveness is very, very tempting. Never back down, King's Guard. I could just start going down that early. Peacemaker's cool. Peace acceptance up by plus 10. Makes people peace out earlier. Pretty good. Bury, not bury. That's... What? Canterbury. That's what I said. Look, guys, I'm from a village in rural Canada. I have an accent. Take it easy on me. It's an accent thing. Yeah, have you ever heard how I say kitten? I can't... The T's, it just doesn't happen. I eat consonants. It's... Look, I grew up on a dirt road, okay? Cut me some slack. Alright, Chivalric Dominance, I think, is a really good next pick here. The Knight effectiveness up by 75%. Like, 75 is... That's a lot of prowess. And Serve the Crown is still tempting. Serve the Crown on its own as an opening ability is very strong. This is one to consider grabbing. Like, let's say you were an intrigue education guy and you're mostly going down like torturer. Like, you want to be a dread-based ruler. I would still consider going into Martial for a little while to pick up Serve the Crown, because any natural dread you can get is strong. Like, what's our natural dread right now? We have 0 dread and a natural dread of 0. But at the same time, I think combat is more important right now than the stability, because people love us. We have such high diplomacy. So I'm going to take that, because he's got combat capabilities. Courtship doesn't really matter right now. We're already married. Marriage acceptance is up. Marriage acceptance for family is good, though. And then loyalty and respect down there, spouse opinion up by 50. Pretty much guarantees your spouse is always going to be on your side, which is nice. And skill from spouse counselor tasks is really nice if you have a particularly talented wife or husband, which we do. She's pretty solid. So what happened up... Oh, they got eaten. Look at that. They full-on got eaten. These are some scary wars going on. The wars are getting ugly. Didn't find a secret. You know what? What's the Pope been up to? I'm just curious. Did we find a secret there? So you might notice every time before I readjust my chair, I look to the left. I'm just making sure that he's still there, not like under my chair. Who we're playing as? Right now, we are Earl Alfred. He's the guy who would eventually become King Alfred the Great. We don't have any kids, though, but our wife is pregnant. Our wife is El Pregante. Oh, the hunger is setting in. I need to eat more, probably. Rise of the Scots. Oh. Yeah, the Scots probably weren't a cultural group yet. Yeah, it was just Gaelic. Yep. Here we go. Although they share common origins with other Anglo-Saxons, The clans living in northern Britain's lowlands have adapted to life in the rugged terrain. Diverging culturally and linguistically from their former countrymen, these Scots have enthusiastically embraced their new cultural identity. Will they be able to thrive on their own? Congratulations, Scotland! The Scots have started. So he here is actually Scottish. I don't think any rulers have converted to being a Scot yet. But I think it's the peasantry. I think mostly it's coming... Oh, we got a daughter! I love the swelling music. Okay. It's classic rules, everybody. The first name I see in the chat. The Ditto guy. The Ditto guy is our daughter. Not exactly it. Let's go... Gal. Let's go the Ditto gal. Just so she doesn't get bullied too hard. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. There she is. No traits yet. She is 0. She has a very high opinion of me, mostly because I'm dad. I can't wait to use her as a bargaining chip for an alliance. What is this? Advice on education. Yes, let's go over this real quick. Your heir has no guardian. It's okay. They don't need a guardian when they're 0 years old. Higher tier education traits. Yes, that does help. Or traits such as quick or genius. Yes. We could educate them ourselves, although often you need to make stress sacrifices, although it would let us more carefully craft how they are. Right now, though, she's unfortunately... Our laws basically mean women can't rule that much. So... She's pretty much a bargaining chip for getting an alliance. So, hey, King Charles II. Do you have any sons? I want to marry off my daughter. Do you have any sons? No, I don't think so. Oh, no, this guy's from House Carling. Would this result in an alliance? Ooh, inheritable trait, a stutter. That's not good. We would gain a lot of prestige. They would not. They will accept, but we get a very inferior alliance. We wouldn't actually be getting an alliance with the king. The feast? I know. It's not time for the feast just yet. Don't worry. We still have a long time. I kind of want to hold on to a little bit of money for mercenaries. The feast is only $50 though, right? Yeah, but we're gregarious, so we lose stress at a feast, and right now we have 0 stress on our stress bar. It's really hard to see bar on the far bottom left, by the way, by our portrait here. This is our stress bar. I believe if you ever max it out, you just keel over fucking dead of stress. What about, like, the King of Italy? Louis II the Younger. Oh, he's French, so it's probably Louis. Or... It says French. He's probably Frankish. Yeah, part of the Frankish group. Yeah. Do you want to get married? Do you want to marry down severely? They will accept that. However, that is actually marrying down? Yes, that's actually marrying down somehow. Okay. How about... Oh, East Francia exploded, and Bavaria got spawned out of it. Okay, well, that's ruled by the Carlings as well. Who's Franconian. Okay. Well, you got a big army. Do you want to marry my 0-year-old? I don't think that's a powerful house, is it? No. Okay, there's another way to do this. Let's look at it from a different direction. Children, spouse, and sort it by alliance power. So the biggest alliance I could get by alliance power is this Welshman here. Dare to be good. He's a noteworthy family. He has no troops, but what's his liege? His liege is, over here in Gwynedd. He has almost 2,000 troops. That's a good alliance. I will gladly do that if he allows. He does allow, and our daughter will get a lot of prestige for this. Now, mind you, he's a 17-year-old and she is 0, so it's gonna be a little while before they can actually have any kids, but I don't care about that. I think I'm fine with that. Can you guys think of any reasons not to just betroth them? It's not a marriage, it's a betrothal, but you know. The Welsh are worthy allies, I agree. As a man with a Welsh name myself, although I'm not Welsh, I think I have like a tiny bit of Welsh somewhere in there, but it's not at all. I'm mostly Slovak and a bit of Scottish. Which you can probably tell by fucking looking at me. I just want to stop by and thank you for the content. I love your Pokemon challenges, and I was so excited for your Oblivion challenge run. Thank you! I'm really happy that you actually watched that. Keep all the awesome videos. I love watching them all. You're awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I actually just started working on a new Oblivion challenge earlier today. It'll be out in a few weeks. Just as a thank you, almost 300 people for showing up live. I will just spoil. My next Oblivion challenge is going to be Elder Scrolls Oblivion with no items or equipment. I'm being strict about it. No lockpicks, no potions, nothing like that. I can't equip equipment. So we'll see how it goes. Would it be better as matrilineal? I don't think they'll agree to that. No, they won't agree to that. I'm fine with it not being matrilineal. I just care about the alliance. Let's do it. Hey, yeah, get off my land. Alliance formed, good. Look at these raiders. Rally point. Move the rally point to here, because they're standing on my rally point. Raise the army. Okay, they're gathering. They only need 1 day to gather. It's a small nation. There we go. We've got them outnumbered. And we're leading the army. We're kind of more of a siege guy, to be honest. But we have by far the highest commander advantage. Hey, these guys are a different religion, though, right? Let's use this knight. He's a holy warrior. Less risk of us dying in a needless battle, you know? Deal with it. Here we go. I'm blocking this whole window, aren't I? It's perfect! I am perfectly blocking the window. Okay, I'll show you guys what this thing looks like, but it's not all that exciting. Okay. So this is what this looks like. So where are we fighting? We're fighting in the plain. Let me zoom out so it's not so loud. So we're fighting in the plains here. Nothing special. Normal combat with normal combat speed. No rough terrain. The attacking army here is an open terrain expert. Fuck me. He's good here. Okay. Now, the advantage we get as a holy warrior is much higher than the advantage he's getting as an open terrain expert, at least. We're both elite quality. He has 2 champions, and we have 5 knights. Right now, it's just the maneuver phase. We're getting position. They're mostly light footmen by the looks of it. That's fine. That's kind of what I expected. His commander advantage is higher than ours, which I am not a fan of. Are they not a different religion? They are a different religion, so I don't know why we're not getting that bonus. But that actually has me a little worried. Okay, easy victory, easy victory. Easy. Okay, and let's turn those back on. Got 27 bucks worth of loot from him. Got a little bit of prestige. And he's running. I'm chasing him. I want to keep beating him up. What race is your little cat? I guess you mean breed? Himalayan. And Rocky is an American Maine Coon. And he is very much not a little cat, that one. Oh my god, he's the biggest cat I've ever had. And I don't mean like fat. I mean he's larger than a small dog. I mean, when he does the thing where he, like, you know, when cats like shake their head and you hear their collar, you hear flapping ears like it's a large dog. American Maine Coons are hulking beasts of cats. We got him from a local forest. We took him in because the poor guy was living with, like, coyotes and stuff, and he was in danger, and he got taken in by a family friend who just couldn't take care of him. The guy works nonstop, so we got him. Shattered Retreat is the default? Yes. But anyway, yeah, that's the little story of how we took in Rocky, and he is the most wonderfully well-behaved cat you've ever seen. You wouldn't even believe he was a wild cat. He's so appreciative and friendly, and he is so tolerant of Sabu, even though Sabu is such a troublemaker. The Charming Alfred. What is this? I have been corresponding with your Chancellor, Reeve, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. This is the second time my Chancellor has blown it and made someone not like, oh god, no. And the guy that he pissed off is the guy who has a claim on me. My Chancellor's useless. Okay, we're gonna start swaying this neighbor here. It's very easy to sway him, thankfully. We're basically a diplomat. Yeah, the Chancellor's useless. If you guys want to see Rocky, by the way, he's on my Instagram and my Twitter. Linked in the description of, like, everything I do. Okay, I am sick of this, Chancellor. I don't care if you're a powerful vassal, you're fired. You are just useless. Oh god, my next best guy is just as useless, and he's a knight. I can't replace him yet. We need someone better. We need to invite guests or something. I can't. Damn it. What is this? Strengthen bloodline. Ooh. Whoa! That's good. How do I do that? I need to be the dynasty head. Okay. Let's not worry about that right now. We calling people to wait another 21 hours to play this game. Sorry. I was just trying to give you this stuff early, you know? And this stuff will all get uploaded tomorrow, you know? That's when the streaming starts. Oh, hey! Good, this local Welshman here. He rose up his troops to defend as well. And ours joined in with that. I hope he likes us for it. Keeps us safer during the fight. It does mean we'll probably get a smaller share of the loot, though. A little prestige and piety. Now, as much as I'd love to keep taking down these raiders, we don't really have the troop numbers for it. So disband the army, so we stop paying so much money in maintenance. We got the guys out of our land before they raided us too badly, and that's what matters. I'm moving my rally point back to our main castle. Our sister just died and we gained stress. Why did she die? How did she die? Stop dying. She was deceitful and gluttonous. And a partier. How'd she die? Died in childbirth. Well. That kid was born into a different family. In my virtue, God honor me. What is our tagline of our house again? Earl of Dorset. And our family crest thingy thing is House Wessex. In my pleasure, God trust me. Now, if we're the head of the family, we can actually change that, I believe, which is pretty cool. In fact, can we change things here? No, we can change our family name, which is pretty cool. Or our country name, our title name, which you couldn't do in the previous one, I don't think. Maybe you could. Any cons regarding the game? Honestly, no, not yet. I'm sure I will eventually, but so far I've just been loving it. Okay, let's do the feast now. It'll get rid of all the stress we just gained. Fuck your ads. Sorry, if I could turn them off, I would. There's no button for that. Feast, a cheery gathering. The guests are gathering in the Great Hall. Lords and ladies from near and far reach... fuck. I'm so good at reading when there's loud music in my ears. The guests are gathering in the Great Hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and the spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. Ah, it's so loud! The high table breaks. The great table seating the upper nobility on the dais? Never seen that word. Gave a loud crack. At a moment later, it gave in under the weight of food and gilded decoration. As my most distinguished guests, and I have to be fitted in amongst the lower nobility, I can't read. I ended up closer to my wife. As high nobles mingled with the lessers. That's actually a really interesting story. The table broke and so everyone was just together. The high and low nobility were together. We're closer to our wife. As high nobility mingled with lessers, words of both friendship and enmity were exchanged amongst people who rarely associate. Ales were with, and I ended up talking all evening and agreed that it should not be the last time we feasted and laughed in each other's company. What a great night! It's our spouse, okay. Okay, we pretty much had maxed out relations anyway. I'm gonna just... That got loud out of nowhere. The music's great though, isn't it? As my guests leave, they seem to depart in good spirits. I am also relieved to see our wife does not depart without saying farewell. We both know that we'll be seeing each other again soon. What a woman. Gain 150, prestige is perfect! We got our prestige back that we spent on getting those knights to show up on our realm. Brandon, you gotta get this. Seriously, like, CK2 was awesome, but it was hard as balls to play. This one is so much more accessible. The Spymaster, my lord, you truly outdid yourself this time. Oh, he's grateful that we did the feast that we promised him. There we go. He is both terrified of us and also loves the shit out of us. So there is no way he's ever going to do something negative. Why is your wife leaving? Doesn't she live with you? A fair point. I don't know. It's medieval shit. Your spouse is hardly there with you. Spouses aren't about love when it comes to medieval times, you know? I mean, we barely have Gavelkind. Ooh. Ecstatic peasantry. Or, yes, I did read that right the first time. The peasants in the earldom of Dorset are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful and the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortunes and have sent a delegation carrying gifts. I can accept and get 15 bucks. I can send the soldiers to collect more gifts. Gains dread, but also tons of stress because we're both just and honest. This is a cool mechanic. You gain stress when you do things that are against your traits. That means shy is a way worse trait than it used to be. Shy makes you gain stress almost every time you do, like, social interactions, which is dangerous. Means it's very hard to befriend people, and thus you will often not have the respect of your peers. So expect rebellions. It's a good thing we're gregarious, so we actually can sometimes get de-stressed through stuff like that. Or, they need the surplus more than we do. For 10 years, they get the popular opinion of the peasantry is up, and development growth is up. I don't need 15 bucks, but I do need county development. Desperately. So that's in Dorset. Popular opinion's up in Dorset, so the peasantry likes us more, and it will develop faster. That's really important, actually. I relate. I, too, gain stress in social situations. I like that. Golden goose it. I like that. Makes the traits actually impact the way you play. Exactly. It makes the traits so much more meaningful. Alliance formed because he is now ruler. Who is this? The ruler of this place. Okay. Are we no longer allied with this guy? Oh, no, we are still allied with that guy. Okay. We just have a direct alliance with another guy, I guess familial ties now. So we have an alliance with Wessex, because our brother is the king. We have an alliance with some count in Wales. And we also have an alliance with the biggest king in Wales, Prince Rodri the Great. Some 50-year-old with quite a large army. In fact, it's much larger than our brother's army, because his army is unfortunately losing a lot of fights right now. Also, the king is severely injured. He's 30. He might pull through, but healthcare is not exactly great right now. He did have successful wound treatment, though, so maybe he'll be okay. Is your child old enough to be educated? Not really. We sent them off to a foreign nation anyway. They'll get educated there. Can you pay to build more infrastructure in your county? I can. But right now, it'll make such a small difference, and we don't even know how long we're going to hold this land, because it's likely that we'll be the next king. Right now, we're next in line to be the king of Wessex. So if our brother dies during this, we will be king. I'm not going to try and speed it up. He's actually quite a good king, and he's very talented. He's a very good steward. He'll help develop the lands well, and I trust him to hold things together, although his diplomacy is poor. But he seems to be respected within the country, so I actually don't want to rush it. I don't want to destabilize the place, but we know that when we become king, with our insane diplomacy score, I'm not too worried about holding things together. What I'm worried about is the next guy taking over, you know? That's what I'm worrying about. What if he has a kid? He's pretty old. He's not that old. He's 30. He looks old. His wife is 39. Maybe she can't give a kid yet? Give a kid. Give birth? Don't know. Don't know. I'm not gonna kill him, though, because, like... Not seduce. Murder. We would gain an enormous amount of stress because we are both honest and just, and thus do not like to murder. So I'm not going to. I'm not worried about becoming king that quick. Don't worry. We're early game right now. Look at our culture here. We don't even have... We don't have any kind of hereditary rule that's, like, good. We just have Gavelkind and stuff. So, even if we were to unify the land a lot, it's likely to explode after, like, someone dies and an unpopular ruler comes in. So right now, I just want to have a lot of alliances and keep the island together against the Vikings, because it's getting bad. If we look at the cultures, you can see it's, not the cleanest in the world, you know? These guys up here, those rulers are Norse. You see these lands that have the stripes on them? It means they're not being ruled by people of the country, of the population, you know? This whole area here, the people are Anglo-Saxon, but the rulers are Norse, because that land was just conquered. But, as much as I would love to keep going, because this game is really fun, I am getting really hungry, and I do have some other stuff to work on today. Expect a lot of streams of this game. This is going to be a long-running series on YouTube, as well as on the Twitch TV stream, of course. If you're watching on one of them, the other one is linked in the description, as usual. This stuff's going to all start uploading tomorrow if you're watching this right now on Twitch, just because there is a media embargo for YouTube uploads. The streaming embargo is already over here, whereas the YouTube embargo, that'll be up tomorrow. So, I'm going to get working on editing this stuff so I can get it up for you guys on time. But, just for the peace of mind, we have Iron Man mode enabled, as you can see, so I will exit on screen to main menu. You can watch it save, so you know there's nothing funky going on. There we go. And I love that. The main screen is like your family from your most recent save file. How cool is that? All right. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm going to get back to work on some other stuff. And until next time, have a nice day.